Welcome to today's video. This is part 2 of last video where I showed you 3 different ways you can blend or shade using a blending stick, your finger, and without blending. Last time I said I was going to show you 6 different ways to do this all, but I only got 3 of them done, so I'm coming back to you with lines, crosshatching, and scribble. So let's get into it. I should also mention I'm only going to be using the 2B pencil because you don't really need to have lighter and darker shades. So yeah, so I'm going to just start off circling the lightest point and then kind of outlining where I want the shades to like really start getting different. So I've got my inside, my first middle, a second middle, inside, I can't speak today. I've got the highlight, I've got the lighter bit, a darker bit, and then this is going to be the darkest bit here. So let's just highlight, or not highlight, but outline those. So this one, I'm going to just use this and press a different amount. So I'm just going to do lines. I don't know if you'd really want to use this. I guess it would depend. I do not know what that was. Yeah, so right now this is the darkest part. So just coming in. Now here's getting to a little lighter, so a little bit less pressure. And you can also give it a little more space to help show that it's getting lighter. Now we've almost got no pressure almost. There's lots of space between the lines, and then just like that. And now I'm gonna round it out because it doesn't, like, cutting off a bit of it. And we have that. But for me, another thing you can do is just take your blending stick and smooth it out a bit. You're still keeping the lines, you're just filling in the parts in between with the lighter grays that you get. So I'm not going to consider this as a cheating, so you don't have to do it. It will just make it look a little nicer and more tidy. And as I get in, I'm just using less pressure. So there's that, using lines. And now we're going to move on to cross-hatching. So this one is something you'd see in maybe like a textbook, if you still use those. So like in textbooks where they kind of have like lots of lines to color in things, instead of actually just like having a smooth gradient like you do here. You just have lots of lines to show the different darknesses. So once again, we're gonna start off by gently showing where we want, and like putting lines down where we want the colors to be different. Outlining the highlight and then the rest. And then I'm just going to split it a few times. One there, then maybe one that comes. something like that maybe. I know these lines here are all like wonky and wobbly and none of them are the same, but that is okay. So we're going to start with the darkest spot, and we're just going to start with so I'm just putting the lines in and then going over it a few times. So it's kind of like a checkered pattern that I'm doing. I'm 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then over the slightest bit and turned. You do it again, and that makes it a little darker. And then you don't even have to finish, so you could just do like one line there if you wanted to. And then for this next part, we're just going to do it once for each piece, because you're going to show more of the white of the paper for this part here. And that's why we're only going over these once now. And now for this, so even already you can see it's darker here than it is here. And now we're going to just do the same thing, but a little more spaced out and a little lighter, so less pressure. Now here, there's kind of like a big jump between those two, so all I am going to do to fix that is just add a few extra lines here and there, kind of like stitching these two bits together. I think that's a bit better. And also around the edges, I'm just going to kind of put a little bit of an edge there. And same on this side, but on the side I can add a little more pressure as well. And then in the middle, you aren't even going to do anything. We're just going to use our kneaded eraser like last time and just dab away at that little line that we put in. And if you wanted to, just very, very lightly. And then, once again, just dab that away, because you just want it to be very faintly there. Just a few faint lines going around. And there we have it, or at least it's a form of cross-hatching. Now, for the last one, it's going to be a scribble. And now the way I prefer to do this is with a pen, but since all the other ones are in pencil, I'm going to continue that. Just need to sharpen this pencil because it's getting dull. Oh, the sharpener ate the pencil, lead. Okay, let's try this again. Why won't it sharpen? Why don't I have another sharpener here either? Oh. We're sharpening, I think. I do not know what's going on with the sharpener. It doesn't want to work. And I haven't taken out a second 2B pencil in case this happened. That was not smart of me. Doesn't want to sharpen. Almost got it. Got one more. Okay, this is as sharp as we're gonna get it. But that's okay. So for this one, it's kind of similar to the crosshatching one, except it's with a scribble. So we're gonna start with the darkest side, and we aren't even gonna separate them this time. Just like really random, following the edge of this pre-made circle that I have here. I think this effect is really, or works really well for for a pen. I haven't done it with a pencil before, so we're gonna see how it turns out. I think it's gonna work. And then as we go in, we're just gonna apply less pressure and make the scribbles less condensed. Just going round and around, random lines. A little less pressure. Less condensed, all the way till there. Now we're just gonna go up, fix up little bits, maybe make this part here a little darker. Just kind of blend it all together, I guess. And I think that is good enough. Yeah. So let's just look at all of the ones that we've done. So we have from last time, we have using your blending stick. We have using your finger to blend it, and then without blending it at all, so using neither of those. And then from today we have lines, you've got cross-hatching, and you have scribbles. So there you have it, 6 ways to shade or blend. Now also I want to mention that for lines you would want to follow the shape of the object you're using. So if you were doing a square, you'd want to like just do straight lines, I guess, following the edge. If it was a triangle, straight lines. If it's a cone, and curved lines, I guess. Yeah, I think that is all. So there we have it. All 6 ways to blend and shade. This was a really short video, but there will be another one on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. And thank you all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed or learned something new. Once again, thank you all for watching, and until next time, goodbye.